Hey, viewers and viewers, let me try that again, shall I? Hey, viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist, and welcome back to So You're Being Hunted, episode 640, 50, 60, 70, 30, whatever fucking number we're up to. I actually checked before I started recording and then completely forgot by the time I actually got in game, because I was thinking about other stuff. So, podcast style episode once again, ladies and gentlemen. We're back on actually the same map as we were before, just a different island, since I've technically done the centre and all that. I was actually kind of looking forward to doing the recording session today. It's a Sunday as I'm going to record this, ladies and gentlemen, and I kind of need an opportunity to relax because this weekend has been a bit of a mixed bag. Let me put it that way. So, thing is, I'll date the video here. It's Sunday the 12th of May, as of when I record. Obviously, by the time this video goes out, it'll be a bit later on. But Sunday 12th of May is the day I'm recording this right now. The day before, Saturday the 11th, was an alright day, in that, me and Phil and Connor had a recording session. We recorded some good stuff, we did some Lethal Company, a bit of the Forest multiplayer, and even an episode of Orcs Must Die 3, which was very fun to actually play, because that's a game I've been wanting to have a look at for quite some time, because I actually quite like the Orcs Must Die games, so we'll probably do more of that at some point on the channel. So that was probably the highlight of Saturday, just, an entertaining little recording session and all that. But then something kind of annoying happened to me. Nothing serious. It's more just one of those mundane things, those inconveniences in life that sometimes happens, and it just sort of, it stresses you out. It just annoys you, basically. So I had a load of washing going in the background during the recording session. So my washing machine was going, on its cycle. I was cleaning bed sheets, that's what I was doing. But unfortunately, it seems that there is a problem with my washing machine that I'm going to have to go and get fixed. Basically, it seems like it's not draining properly, which is very freaking irritating. So obviously with washing machines, you set them onto a cycle and all that. So that way they clean your stuff. But usually the way obviously a washing machine cycle will work is you'll set it to go, it'll fill up with water, it'll spin around for a good while, mixing all the clothes into the soapy water and getting them clean. And then of course after a while it'll start the drainage process, where the water will start to drain away and at the same time it'll spin your clothes really rapidly. So that way, basically by spinning them, it gets all of the moisture out of them, or at least it gets most of the moisture out. So that way, when you pull your washing out, although it'll be a bit damp, it won't be too bad. It won't be dripping sodden wet, basically. It'll be damp, so you'll need to just hang it up or put it in a dryer or whatever. Now, the thing is, my washing machine doesn't have a dryer mode on it, because I know certain washing machines out there that you can get are sort of like combination washer dryers. So they'll wash and then they'll have a drying mode. Mine doesn't, it's just a washer. So if I want to dry stuff, I basically have to get an airing rack in my flat and I have to just hang it up, everything up on that, and then just leave it there for a day or so. And usually it'll dry out just nicely. But the problem is, like I say, that there's now an issue with my washing machine where basically it's getting towards the end of its spin cycle, but it's not draining. The water's not going, so the best bet I would assume is that maybe the drain hose or something has got, I don't know, a kink or a blockage in it, perhaps? Because I did a quick Google search. If your washing machine's not draining, what could be the causes of that? And generally it's things like, maybe like the drain filter perhaps is just clogged up. Maybe the drain hose itself has got a kink or something, I don't know. So I opened up the drain pump filter thing, or at least I got close and I pulled out the little hose in it that you can use to sort of manually drain the machine. So I had to basically manually drain the machine, which took fucking forever. Because basically what I had to do is, since it wasn't draining automatically, I had to basically switch the whole machine off at the power point, then just open up the little sort of pump filter hatch thing, bottom of the front of the machine. It's got like a tiny little rubber hose that comes out, and if you pull the cap out, it'll basically drain water manually, but of course it's only a tiny little hose, so it takes ages to drain. So I had to sit there by my washing machine for about fucking 15 minutes, just with a big sort of tub, big plastic tub, with this little hose in it, so it slowly but surely would drain all of the frigging grey dishwater-like washing up machine water into it, and then empty that down the kitchen sink. And of course I had to do that several times, because obviously there was sort of more water than could go in that one tub that I had. So that was fun. So once it drained, basically I had then a load of sodden wet bed sheets that I had to do something with, because of course, because it's not drained properly, they're still dripping wet. And so of course I can't just hang those up on my dryer, because most of my flat is carpeted, and I don't want it dripping on the bloody carpet. Because whilst a few droplets of water on the carpet, it's not going to be the end of the world. Obviously, I can't really have huge amounts of water, otherwise it's going to damage the carpets and all that. So basically what I had to do was go to the spare bathroom in my flat. I had to get some towels, just lay them out on the floor, put my drying rack on top of the towels, and then just drape as many sheets as I could over that, and then just leave it there and let it drip onto the towels. But God, it's annoying, and of course I couldn't do all of the bed sheets at once, so I still had a few in my friggin' laundry basket that are dripping wet, which I've only just been able to actually hang up today. So I'm feeling a bit annoyed, because I actually tried running another spin cycle on the washing machine today to see if maybe it was a one-off problem. Maybe, I don't know, perhaps when I manually drain the machine, maybe the clog had come out, I don't know. But evidently it hasn't, so I'm not sure if it's something to do with the pump filter, or if indeed it's a problem with the drain hose or whatever. But basically, yes, when I did the spin cycle today, it still wouldn't drain properly, which was bloody annoying, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm not much of a... Well, let's just say, when it comes to plumbing, I have no skills, My knowledge is basically whatever Google tells me. And of course, that's not really the best source for doing your own sort of home repair works. Other than doing a few very basic things, like, for example, opening up the pump filter hatch and then using the little hose to manually drain the machine, I have no idea how to fix this. So I'm probably going to have to go and get a plumber, or something, I don't know. Thing is, the washing machine that I've had in my kitchen, since I moved into my flat, I've had it for about a year and a bit, which of course is way sort of under the sort of average lifespan of a washing machine, because I looked on Google, it says the average lifespan of a washing machine should be about 7 to 12 years, somewhere around there. I mean, the thing is, the washing machine wasn't leaking, which is a good sign, I think. Because they say if your washing machine is basically leaking, then that's a bad sign. That's pretty much a sign that your washing machine is in need of replacement. So mine wasn't leaking, it just wasn't draining, which I take to mean that there's probably just like a clog somewhere in it that just needs washing out. But I'm just annoyed, because technically I live in a hard water area, not a soft water area. So sometimes I have to try and remember, when I put a load of washing into the machine, I have to basically get one of these little, like, what are they called? Like special tablets that you can put in with your detergent, which basically, what they're basically supposed to do is they're supposed to soften the water, and they're supposed to prevent limescale build-up inside the internal tubes of the wash. So I just have to put some of those in every so often. I have to try and remember to put them in as often as I can. But yeah, I've been putting those in every so often, and I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what would be clogging it though. Maybe it's just dust or something. I'm not sure. But yes, once my bed sheets eventually dry out, once they dry out, I'll have to get a lint roller or something out and just go over them. Because the problem is, because obviously, because it wasn't draining properly, that meant that whilst I was manually draining it, they were sat in bloody water for ages. That's probably got all bits of dust and whatever else in it. So yeah, when I pulled them out and eventually hung them up, they had more than a few bits of dust on them. So yes, I'm going to have to get a lint roller once they're dry I mean, I do have a lint roller, so that's not a problem. It's just going to be a pain in the ass, that's all. Getting a big bedsheet and just getting a lint roller and just getting as much of the dust off it as I can. But God. Yeah, so hopefully though, at least like I say, I hope this is just a problem that can be easily fixed, which it should be. Whether, well, I say whether, I probably will have to get a plumber to do it, because I'm not very confident in my own skills to repair it, because I know there's all sorts of guides on Google in terms of, if you have this model washing machine, here's a guide to basically pulling it out, opening it up, getting the drain hose or whatever, and disconnecting that and then washing it out. Here's how you stop the mains water supply so you don't end up freaking flooding the place. But you know what? I don't trust myself doing any of that. So I'll probably end up just having to get a plumber. We'll see. I'll just get a number for someone and just try and call them out and say, can you just have a look at my washing machine? Doesn't seem to be draining properly. So yeah, that was enjoyable. It was a nice thing to happen on a Saturday when I'm trying to relax, just after I'd had a nice, enjoyable recording session with Phil and Connor. Kind of like Sod's Law, isn't it? Something always happens. Well, that's not really what Sod's Law is. You know what I mean. But yeah, I just felt like making a podcast-style episode just so I could vent about that, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope your weekend has been a bit more fun than mine has been. So far, anyway. The thing is, it's nicer warm weather out, and here I am indoors playing video games. But hey, we enjoy playing video games and all that. Thing is, I bought a couple of other games actually on Steam recently. Cheap ones, which actually I want to play very soon. In fact, by the time this video goes out, you never know, I may have already played them on the channel. But one was called Emin's Journey, which is apparently like an arcade-style sort of 2D platformer hack-and-slash thing, where you try and get a high score. And the other one is another sort of liminal space, backroomsy sort of game, I think called Disminal, which apparently has similar vibes to the complex games. So I'm kind of looking forward to taking a look at that. Let me drink some cold water, there we are. Lovely. Yeah, it's getting very warm here in the UK at the moment. Like, according to the friggin' thermostat in my flat, it's about bloody 27 degrees in here. Ish. 26, 27. The thing about my flat is, it's a very good flat in winter because it stays very warm. But God, in summer it does get bloody hot. Because the problem is, during the day, the windows get hit by the sun. So inevitably it warms up very fast. So yeah, gets nice and warm and all that. So I've got to drink plenty of water. Thing is though, got myself some actual ice cube trays at the end of last summer rather. So I've actually decided to start putting them to work. I think tomorrow morning I might also just head out to the supermarket. I might get myself a nice cold soft drink, maybe some alcohol-free mojito from the Co-op or something. That's a nice one to have. Because that one will probably be really good with some nice ice cubes in it. So yes, I'm going to do that, ladies and gentlemen, I do think. And then come home and do the work that I need to do, mark essays, do admin work for the courses that I'm teaching on at the moment, blah blah blah. That's the plan. You see, I live a very rip-roaring lifestyle, ladies and gentlemen, could you not tell? Yes. But yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on my weekend so far, ladies and gentlemen. So I think that'll probably do for a podcast-style episode. Let me just make my way back to the jetty so I can actually save. Yeah, but like I say, keep your eyes peeled. There's going to be hopefully some more good bonus content coming on the channel real soon. Because at the moment, obviously, I'm getting through Signal from Tolva, Danganronpa S I'm doing a bit of every so often, as well as the occasional indie horror. Of course, Emin's Journey and I nearly keep saying Disliminal, or Disminimal, Disminal as it's called. Yes, if those haven't come out already, then you've got those to look forward to as well. Because you know me, I always love my liminal space stuff. Anything backroomsy, pool roomsy is always a good one. I noticed actually on Steam there is another Pool Rooms game that's literally just called Pool Rooms, which is in development at the moment, so I'll put that on my Steam wish list. It's going to be good to play when that comes out because it looks nice and fun. So yes, that's another podcast-style episode. Ladies and gentlemen, 15 minutes, I think that'll probably do. Facebook and links are down below, along with the links to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. If you enjoyed, a like is of course always appreciated, but other than that, I hope you'll join me for the next part, where I'll probably you? Game. Why did you like Spike on me? Alright, time for me to wrap up here before it starts doing more of that. Goodbye, all. That's what I'm thinking of. The one where... Yeah, the one where... That's it, Dark Deception. That's the one I'm thinking of. It's a horror game, which is basically sort of like a 3D first-person version of Pac-Man. Except in each level, it's like you're in a scary environment. There's some sort of monster chasing you. The car dies, sort of. Yeah, and you're getting closer. Oh, you are totally getting closer. Oh, what is your deal? I don't like you. Right, you're moving slow. I'm out. Fuck the shit, I'm out. Fuck the shit, I'm out. I don't think it does. It's just a pool of nothingness, or is there something hidden in there?